I know this doesn't seem real, but I swear to you, I could not make this up.
Cassidy Quinn.
Hey guys, it's me, Cassidy Quinn, and welcome to another episode of Eyebrow Raisers. What am I doing with my hands? A compilation of 5 things this month that made me go, Let's get right into it because there are a lot of weird, bizarre, just interesting things that happened in July. Besides my birthday, because I mean, that was totally normal. Number 5. So there was this guy that wanted to advertise his cleaning products business. Now he could have gone about this in any number of ways. Maybe a billboard, a TV commercial, radio commercial, just some tweets. But instead, this guy thought of a huge idea. And I think when he was thinking of this, maybe his ego was a bit inflated. He attached 110 helium balloons to a lawn chair and wanted to fly. What? I mean, he had to have been high when he came up with this idea, right? Get it? Now, I don't think I even need to tell you how this story ends because I think you are smart. Let's just say it did not go as planned. But the plan wasn't even a good one in the first place. Besides the whole flying in a lawn chair with balloons thing, he actually planned and wanted to land in a rodeo. You couldn't come up with any better landing place besides a place with live animals. Bulls have horns. Horns pop balloons. I don't know how good of a job this did for actually advertising his business, but it did land him in jail. So good job, Sir Balloon Man. Of course this happened in Canada because Canadians, right? Who am I kidding? We do way dumber things in America. Which leads me to the next thing. Number 4, there always seems to be one thing every month that I don't really feel comfortable talking about. I'm just not quite sure how to describe it or to bring it up, so I'm just gonna go right out there and say it. And this one, I don't know whether I'm proud to say or totally 100% embarrassed to say, happened where I live in Portland, Oregon. Someone went around the city hanging sex toys on power lines. I know this doesn't seem real, but I swear to you, I could not make this up. This all just started happening one day and it blew up on social media and it was, oh my goodness. Look at this headline. This just says what all of us want to say. Sex toys found hanging from Portland power lines. Yes, really. Now there's no official tally of how many sex toys were hanging from power lines, but somewhere in the 10s to the 100s. Which makes me think of a few important questions for whoever did this. Number 1, just why? Number 2, what about the children? And number 3, how much money did you spend on all of this? Of course, Portland General Electric just had people's safety in mind. We just want to encourage people that it's never a good idea to bring any object into contact with overhead lines. I don't even know what else to say about it, so we're just gonna move on to the next thing, something maybe more appetizing. Number 3, in this edition of
foods that probably shouldn't exist, but they do for some reason at this point because someone discovered it,
I present to you bacon seaweed. I feel like I invented this in my dreams. A group of researchers at Oregon State University discovered a type of seaweed that when you cook it, tastes like bacon. The researchers say that this specific type of seaweed contains 16% protein and twice the nutritional value of kale. And that's a lot of nutritional value, I think. I mean, it's like healthy, but bacon. What more could you want out of life? Number 2. Apparently, kids in Japan really like broccoli. Okay, let me explain. If you have seen the adorably, wonderfully tear-inducing movie Inside Out, you might remember the scene when baby Riley feels disgust because her parents are forcing her to eat broccoli. But apparently, when that movie shows in Japan, Riley is being forced to eat green bell peppers instead of broccoli. Which I totally understand because personally, I would much rather eat broccoli than green bell peppers. Cause I feel like broccoli gets a bad rap. Like one mom, one day, back in the caveman times was trying to get her baby to eat broccoli.
and that one baby didn't like it, and then forever and ever, now no one is supposed to like broccoli until you're like 20 years old or something, and then you're an adult, and then you can like broccoli, but until then, you can't like it because it's gross.
Okay, that was a lot. Like really, doesn't broccoli taste a lot better than a lot of the weird flavors of baby food? Broccoli 1, Thanksgiving baby food 0. And finally, the number 1 thing that made me go, in July. And this one's only number 1 because it is 100% totally against everything I believe in. So there's this bear in Colorado, and he decides, I want some pie. That part I understand. So he breaks into this bakery and eats 2 dozen pies. This is what dreams are made of. So far, I'm with you, Bear. You're doing pretty good. But then he made one crucial mistake. There were plenty of pies for him to eat in the store, but he left one flavor out.
Strawberry rhubarb.
My favorite flavor of pie in the world! It's the best! It's the best! It's so delicious! Hopefully there's at least one person watching that agrees with me on this. I just don't know what was going through this bear's mind. Like, oh, I love the taste of humans, but I just really can't stand the taste of strawberry rhubarb. No. Maybe he thinks adding some strawberries to a plain rhubarb pie make it just a tiny bit too sweet, and that the baker should have left the rhubarb by itself because rhubarb is so tart and tasty and delicious. Okay, now I'm just stating my personal feelings. Now I really want some rhubarb pie. Or rhubarb crisp. Rhubarb crisps are good. So if that was Bernie's thought process, Bernie is what I've named the bear in my mind, then Bernie, I'm with ya. And I can spend a whole weekend at Bernie's just eating some rhubarb pie. So there you have it. There are the top 5 eyebrow raisers, in July. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments below what you think of this eyebrow raisers series, because this is the 3rd one that I have done 3 months in a row. I'm having fun with it, but I want to know what you guys think, because obviously if no one else is enjoying it, then like I should just stop. I'll see you next week. Bye! And if you do like it and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to click the subscribe button, because you'll never forget it for your whole life. I meant to say regret it. You'll never regret it. Or forget it. My internet is going so slowly. I just want to read about bacon seaweed. Is that too much to ask? What is that noise outside? I don't even know how long it's been going on for. So my apologies if it was in like an entire 2 minutes of this video. Someone is overcompensating for something. Just checking the side of my shot to see if you can tell that there's a bunch of dirty clothes on my floor. Because I'm an adult.